What's up, squad? It's Josh. I'm bringing it back to you for another episode of Delta Hogz. Um, got a lot going on, so we've been lacking on videos lately. So here's just a quick video on removing stuck shed from a baby hognose snake. It's nothing too detailed. Just remember, if you're not comfortable doing it, reach out to somebody. My inbox is always open. If you're local, I can always come by. You can always come by. We can take a look. But it's really not hard. The best thing you can do is up humidity in the bin. Routine warm baths at around 80-85 degree temperature water. You want to make sure there's something in the bin that they can get on, so they're not just having to keep themselves in the water. And you're going 5, 10, maybe up to 15 minutes, depending on the size of the snake and how bad the shed is. And remember, slow is steady, easy pressure. We're not trying to pull or tear any kind of skin off. It's just wetting it and then gently bringing it across, see if we can get it off the skin. So we're going to come over here to my workspace, and we're going to look at a baby Mai Tai snake. We're going to remove some stuck shed on it. And this is a process. We're not going to get all the shed off today. I didn't get all the shed off yesterday when I did it. You just got to work it, routine baths. Excuse the dog. She's going rampant because my wife is running our other dog. She runs them separately. One doesn't like that. So she'll get her turn. She's got to be patient. While we're at it, guys, let's check out this gift I got for Christmas. Somebody 3D printed this for me, I should say. And it's a friend of mine, just got into 3D printing, so he printed this, and this is supposed to be modeled after my very first hognose snake named Saber. So pretty cool. Did an amazing job. And it's actually crazy because it actually kind of feels like it's made out of wood. It's got a little stand on it that says Delta Hogz. So pretty cool. I can't imagine this is crazy cheap to 3D print. But yeah, so thank you, Pete. Awesome gift, man. I'll definitely be bringing it by expos and stuff. So in the meantime, hey guys, let's get to it. Let me show you how to remove some stuck shed from baby hognose snake. This is probably about the third bath, and I do about a bath every day when they're really bad. You can see there's already a bunch of stuck shed in the liquid here. So it did have quite a lot of stuck shed. He did have some stuck eye caps, so we're going to take a look, see if we need to remove some eye caps. So let's go ahead and get them out. But first, we're going to get gloved up a bit. People like to ask me why I wear blue gloves when I handle snakes. It's not really necessary, to be honest, especially in your own collection when you know your collection is safe. For this sort of purpose, I like to do it just because I feel a little bit cleaner doing it. Does it make a difference? Probably not. So here we're going to grab this little Mai Tai. As you can see, even on his tail here, he's still got some stuck shed pretty good. He had it all over, but he got quite a bit off. You can see on his head there. See if I can get him in the light. He still does have a little bit stuck on that eye cap. So what we're going to do first is work on that eye cap. So you're just going to hold him lightly behind the head. If you can drape him around some of your fingers first, it makes it a little bit easier. You're going to get a Q-tip dipped into clean, warm water. I just dipped it into this bath water down here. All that's in there is his shed. And you can see it's stuck there. We're going to go very gently just across his eye in the direction that the shed wants to pull out. And see, we've already got that eye cap loose and off. If you see, sorry, go out of the camera. So you can see the eye cap's already off there. So I'm just going to transition over, look at the other eye. The other eye looks good. Now we're just going to run our hands over his body to help loosen up some skin. What you don't want to do is you don't want to tear the skin off, like purposely try to really peel it, just because it might be stuck to the skin underneath, and you can damage the snake. So we're just going to slowly work our fingers across, especially down by this tail. You can see it's stuck up pretty good right here. We're getting a lot off. This is his first bad shed like this. Like he doesn't routinely shed this bad. So this is something that is new for this snake. And it's something that I will continue to monitor. So when he goes into shed next, I might have to give him more of a humid hide, give him up his humidity a bit. And this on the tail is generally the worst spot because it gets so restricted down here that it can cause some blood restriction if it goes too long. And that's when you see some like snub tail snakes. So you just want to work it off a little bit. You don't want to do too much. You can always come back. Here I'm kind of gently scraping my nail across his tail. And as you can see, it is loosening up a little bit of that. I don't expect us to get it all. Right there, you see we got all the way down to the tip of the tail there, which is good. That's the spot that's really the worst for it to really sit for a long period of time. So you just want to work it, just slightly dragging the nail across. Like I said, we're not like picking. We're just very lightly scraping. And if it'll roll down his tail, it'll roll down his tail. Bam, got all that off right there. You want to be very careful. You don't want to hurt him. Like I said, you can see actually there's still a little bit stuck on this eye cap. So we're just going to very gently roll our finger across it. Yeah, so let's get a Q-tip again. Wet side of the Q-tip. We're going to very gently roll across that. You see the eye cap's actually off. It's stuck around his cheeks. So we're just going to come down his nostril a little bit, around his cheeks a little bit. Yep. So I think that's pretty good for this removal. Like I said, we're going to continue his baths though. So we'll give him a bath tomorrow also. And if it's getting like toward mealtime or meal day of the week, you can always, let him rest up, feed him, and then give him a day or two to digest, and then you can go back into the baths. So he's still got a little bit around his eyes, but I don't want to work with him too much more today because we got quite a lot off today. And like I said, the continual humidity, continual soak, you want to up his humidity in his bin. So he's got a humid hide in his bin. So that'll, help out also. But basically, don't try to get too much done. Work it over time. Unless it's like his eye cap or the tip of the tail, it's not a huge ordeal. As long as you keep the humidity well, even on the eye caps, sometimes they'll lose it on the next shed. But you do want to try to work it off if you can work it off. Worst case, you can actually go to mineral oil being applied on a Q-tip instead of water. He's not going to need that. I think one more good soak tomorrow, and that last bit on his face will probably come off. He'll probably rub it off once I put him back in his bin. So we're just going to make sure he's cleaned up a little bit and get him back in his bin, guys. That's the slightly easy way just to, clear off a little bit of stuck shed on a baby snake.